Hello, welcome back to another video. We are in Cambodia. This is the first full day of Cambodia. I can't believe we're here. The sun is shining. It is a crazy 31 degrees here in Phnom Penh. I think is how you say it. I'm still getting used to the names. It's been a great sort of start so far. Yesterday's journey was really easy, really nice. We've arrived. A bit of a late start to the morning today. Have had to do various things like getting up slowly. Haven't done that for a while. We've been racing around to finish Vietnam. It was quite nice to just have a bit more of a slower get up. So we did that. Got my laundry done. So $1 per kilo. Don't think that's too bad. Again, Cambodia operate with reals, which is their currency, and dollars, the American dollar. So for the first time ever, I can spend American currency. I've not been to America, so I've not been able to do that, but we're here in Cambodia, so I can tick that off. I've got dollars in my wallet and I can spend, so yeah, crazy. I also got rid of the remainder of my Vietnamese dong. I was able to go to a bank and get that sorted. Took quite a while, to be honest. 20 to 30 minutes to change the money. A lot of passport checking, a lot of asking for my details, which I've realized is obviously something they do quite thoroughly here in Cambodia, but that is absolutely fine. We managed to get some American dollars and I have some reals. So I have both currencies because there's two currencies that they use here. So we've got our currencies. Now we can actually do some spending and exploring. Had a really nice mango that I bought from Vietnam this morning. Definitely ripened up. I bought 3 initially. The first one was a bit moldy and very not ready to eat. This one was a lot better. So had that this morning for breakfast. Very, very nice. And now we're on the move. I do need to look out for some food, but I'm not too worried. I'll eat some food later today. Really, it's about exploring, seeing what their meals are. I'm not too sure what the Cambodian meals actually are. So we'll do a bit of exploring there and seeing what is around and going from there, really. I've seen a few supermarkets, did a little bit of late night shopping yesterday. So yeah, really interesting. Initially, first thoughts of Cambodia, absolutely amazing. I'm shocked as to how different it is to Vietnam and Thailand. It's just there's some things here that I just cannot believe are actually things that they do. Like everything they do, I feel like is actually just so much more structured. There is more structure here in Cambodia. That is the best way I can explain things. Right now we are heading to the Genocide Museum. We are going to explore, see what there is, and learn a little bit about the history of Cambodia. So let's head there right now. Don't know how much we're going to stick to this agenda, but the next item, the next thing that we're going to explore after the museum is going to be the Olympic Stadium. Don't know much about that at all, actually. I think it was from many years ago that Cambodia hosted the Olympics. Let's quickly cross without dying. It's quite easy to here, actually, not like Vietnam where you got to look in every direction and probably still get hit. But yeah, so gonna check out the Olympic Stadium. Then I think we're heading to a garden mall, which is quite interesting. Don't know what that is. Again, really got no plans there, just places I've heard are good or things I've seen that I want to check out. After the mall, I need to get a new phone case. My current phone case is on its way out. It's okay for now, but I really should get it changed. So gonna see if I can find a phone case here in the capital. And then after that, gonna book a boat tour for a couple of days time. But I say a boat tour, just transport to Koh Rong, I think it is, the island off of Cambodia, which is apparently meant to be amazing. So booked that. Whilst it's this sunny and this hot, why not explore some beaches? 10 minutes away from our first stop, I've realised I really shouldn't have worn black because black absorbs the sunlight the most. The colour black absorbs light the most. So I'm going to be really hot today, basically, because I'm wearing colours that will absorb all of the heat and the sunlight. Anyway, I think that's right. I remember that from physics in school, something like that anyway. So we have our black shirts on, boiling hot. We need to put on some sun cream as well. I thought, let's get to the first stop. It's only 20 minutes. It should be okay. But then after that, I think I need to put some sun cream on, because if I stay out here too long, I'm going to fry. We don't want to fry. We want to tan, we don't want to burn. I cannot explain to you how humid it is here right now. I'm used to a bit of sun, I'm used to a bit of walking, but I've been walking for maybe 10 minutes and my back is just so sweaty. It's pretty bad, so we might have to upgrade and get some transport around here. I want to try and avoid that if possible, but it's hard to know. We've got a lot of walking today, so I really don't want to push myself too much. I do want to enjoy what I'm seeing, and if I'm sweating already 10 minutes in, yeah, I'm going to be screwed if I'm walking and it's this hot the whole day. As with any traveling, really, you can make mistakes, and it's perfectly natural. You are exploring the world on your own, and everything you're using, you're carrying with you 24/7. You're living out of your rucksack, theoretically. So I realized I left my shorts at the previous place I stayed in the Mekong River Delta, which means I'm not getting that back. So we're gonna have to buy another pair of shorts somewhere. I've also realized I probably picked the worst time of day to do this walking, because it is nearly 12 o'clock midday and the sun is glaring high in the sky and there's not much shade. So perhaps if I do this again, I would have got up a bit earlier, maybe when it was a bit cooler as well. So we are approaching our first stop, the museum. Name is on the screen as to where, to what this is called. And here is, I think, our entrance. I do have to pay, I know that, I just don't know how much. So that was $5 to get in. We're in now, so gonna do some exploring, read up about history, and I will see you on the way to our next checkpoint. I mean, look how small that is. Someone would have been in there. Okay, just finished the museum. Really, really interesting. Really sad, actually. Like, I kid you not, I was like on the verge of tears coming out of that. It's just so sad. And there's another museum in Vietnam that was very similar, the War Museum. And you just read about the stories and you hear about just how that people were treated and how many people died. And it's just, yeah, like, it's heartbreaking. So I would really recommend that, but obviously just take some tissues in case. But no, it's really, really like, oh, it's just crazy. So we've done that now. I've got that out of the way now. The rest of the day is going to be positive. Heading to the Olympic Stadium now, and then going to try and fix my phone case. As I mentioned earlier, the sun is now kind of gone, so I can now focus on having a bit more shade, and I can walk a bit and not sweat so much. When I started, it was too much. So yeah, a bit shady now, which is nice. Should be able to walk to the stadium, no problem. And then after that, I'll probably get a grab somewhere, because I'll be done with walking by then, I'm sure. I'm also on the hunt for an ice cream, because it is ice cream weather. I want to head to a supermarket though, where I can kind of see the prices, because I don't want to be scammed. Not that I think I will, but you never know. Some people like to add a little bit onto the price because you're a tourist. So we're gonna keep exploring. This is the way to the stadium anyway, and I'm sure I will see some sort of supermarket on the way. So we've made it to the Olympic Stadium, which I believe is literally just past these gates, but the problem is every entrance is closed, which is making me think that it's not actually something you can go into and see, which is a bit of a shame, but we're going to continue to move around, as there might be an entrance up here, and they might have just closed all of the other entrances. Yeah, not had the best of luck with a phone case yet. It's going to be very hard, I think, to find the exact one I want, so I might have to stick with the one I've got and just find some sort of rope that I can attach to the bottom, as that's really the part that's broken. So, fucking hell, man! Jesus Christ, did you just see that? That fucking pigeon, like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Holy shit! I didn't get bitten, did I? What the fuck, bro? Cambodia is not a place to fucking mess about. I don't know, but was I like invading his space or something? I'm glad I got that on record. I don't know, it like jumped between my feet or something. What a psycho pigeon. I have never seen that happen ever in my life. We have pigeons in England, and the pigeons fly like 3 miles if you go too close to them. So for a pigeon to like come up to me, I don't know. God, that was weird. My goodness. So this gate in front is the only gate that I can see open. So I might try my luck there and see if I can actually go in, but I have a feeling I'm going to get told off. So let's hope there's no punishable crime for what I'm about to do. I'm not trespassing. I'm exploring, and I'm a tourist, so I don't really know if I can go in, but you can see the seats. And maybe I ask this guy, actually, I don't know, he sort of just looks like he's chilling out. We'll walk in until we're told otherwise. Although it does say VIP entrance on the gate, so we're just gonna have a quick look maybe. I'm not gonna push my luck and go right into the point that I'm escorted out by security and shoved into the back of a car, but this is interesting. So I believe this Olympic stadium was actually used for the Olympics in like the 1970s potentially, 1960s or 1970s. Now, I think maybe it's used for athletics and similar activities, but yeah, I don't know. So we're actually, I don't even know if I'm allowed this far in, to be honest, but here we have it. As you can see, not a massive, stadium. It's not huge, nothing like England or Germany or any other sort of nearby or common stadiums. But it's a stadium nevertheless, and I could see the Olympics being held here, especially if it was back in the 1960s or 70s. So yeah, that's pretty cool. The cars are also quite interesting in each country that I've been to. I always look out for it. Vietnam, full of bikes and a few cars. Thailand, no cars, mostly bikes. And Cambodia seems to be sort of mostly cars and a few bikes, or sort of 50-50 from what I've seen. Just really interesting. And obviously most of the cars here are white. As I mentioned, white is the opposite to black when it comes to like absorbing like heat and sun. I think white reflects and black absorbs, so that car's going to be quite hot. This car will be hot as well, but getting white is just going to make it 10 times easier on the days like this where it's scorching. So yeah, fun fact for you there. Sudden side quest incoming, but we've come to a supermarket. Got a little trolley with a tiny little trolley, enough for a basket, which is quite cool. You don't have to carry the basket, you just push it along and then take the basket out when you're done. Pretty cool. So yeah, we're going to do a little bit of shopping. I think I'm just after an ice cream and a drink, to be honest, but we'll have a look around, see how cheap things are. Alright, this feels weird, probably a bit bumpy, but let's have a look, see what there is. Feels a bit like being at home, really. Obviously just different music, different writing on a lot of the bottles and things that you see. I've also got to try and remember the conversion rate, because luckily here it's in dollars and reals, so I can convert it into pounds, but I just have to remember roughly what a pound is equivalent to. I think £1 is equivalent to 5,000 reals, so that's not too bad. They've got cold water here though, so I might have to get some of that, I can't lie. Just don't know where I'm going to carry it all. I'll get a small one maybe. I think we might have to. I'm really missing cheese at the moment, and I've literally fallen in love with this section just a minute ago. I could be convinced to just buy this entire thing right here. That's how much I'm missing cheese. I'm not going to, but I really, really want to. I don't know, maybe I should. Nah, but I could. Okay, by the roadside once again. I don't know why I always do this, but we've just come out the shops and I can't find benches anywhere, so this is what we've got. Let me show you what we've bought. We had a little shopping trip. Probably bought way more than I should have, but it's a bit of fun, right? Potato crisps, basically Pringles, I think. Pretty cool. Ice cream that's gonna melt, so I'm gonna eat that in a moment. Just a yogurt, I think. I don't know. Miss yogurt, so I had to get one of those. Passion fruit Fanta. Never had this before, so fruit punch Fanta. So I'm gonna try that soon. And a bottle of water. So that's our that's our haul for today. Gonna eat the ice cream now, drink the Fanta, I think, and then head to try and find a phone case. There's a shopping mall right there, so we're gonna go there after this, and then yeah, go there after this ice cream and then see if there's something there. If not, we'll have to stick with the one I have. I have no clue what this is. It's like a fish, like a strawberry sandwich fish. So let's just take a bite. I don't know, it's like bread with something inside it, but it should be nice. It's like an ice cream sandwich. Not bad. So hot here though, oh my goodness. Once now this is exposed, it's gonna melt rapid, so we better eat this. Bit of jam. Really good. Kind of what I wanted. I realised just then that I was so hungry I forgot to actually tell you how much it all was. All of that came to 19,900 reals. Conversions are on the screen. In fact, I'll probably put everything I just bought on the screen with its price. I should still have the receipt. So yeah, not a bad day, not a bad pickup. Not too expensive, but yeah, got a few things there. Right, we are now at a shopping mall in Cambodia. Can't believe I've said that. There's a Christmas tree, good to see Christmas decorations up. Let's head inside and maybe there's a phone case somewhere. Again, not too different from what you get in most countries really. You know, most countries that have a shopping mall. Very structured, very clean. Got shops I've never heard of, but that's okay. I think it'll be pretty obvious when one sells phones, because they'll have phones and phone cases like everywhere outside. I just don't know what level. It looks like there's like 4 levels or something. So, and I don't know how far in this goes. So this might be it actually. I'm seeing doors over there with cars outside. Maybe we go up. Although that escalator is coming down. So where's the up escalator? Ah, there we go. I haven't seen any phones so far. Just clothing really, and jewellery and watches, which as a solo traveller backpacking the world I don't really need. So I think that this mall is still relatively new, given this is just a whole floor of just empty space, sort of something out the back rooms or something. But yeah, they've sort of just stopped making shops after floor 2, so I think that's pretty much it. No phones unfortunately, but on to the next place. So I mean, it's not the end of the world if I don't get a phone case today. It's not urgent, but it's something that would be ideal. I don't want to lose my phone, I don't want to break my phone, and having that strap that I've been having for the last 2.5 months, it's kind of, yeah, I've got used to it, so not having it now makes my phone feel a little bit like exposed or unsafe. I could drop it at any point pretty much, so not having that strap makes my phone like exposed. I could drop it easily, so I think if I can't find anything I'll have to make my own strap with like an elastic band or something. It's not the best fix, but it's something that we'll, you know, I'll have to do, so we're going to try and do that. Thankfully I still have a phone case, and yeah, we'll have to try that, because I've seen lots of phone cases, but these shops don't have a phone case for every model of the iPhone, and I just went into one and it was all iPhone Maxes, and this is not the iPhone, you know, 15 Max or the 14 Max. So yeah, still on the hunt. This is our last hope for today. After this, I'm giving up and we're going on to the next task. So this shop was recommended to me by ChatGPT. Not sure I can really trust ChatGPT's suggestion on a phone store in Cambodia, but we're going to try it. We're going to try it. This could be the one that does it, but we don't know. So we're going to try this one out. It's a 10-minute walk, and if there isn't anything, then we're going to try my first tuk-tuk, and we're going to go from here to the boat place to try and book a boat. I have to say, besides the pigeon and dogs here, everyone and everything has been very friendly, so really felt welcomed actually, even though I've only been here for a day. Yeah, really enjoying Cambodia so far and looking forward to what we have next. So we're currently waiting for our first ever tuk-tuk, our 3-wheel tuk-tuk. Should be on the way, so we'll be pulling up about here in a minute, maybe, and yeah, let's see what it looks like. My bag, I just... Nothing. Thank you. Wow. Yes, please. Don't know if there's a seatbelt. No seatbelt, but I think we'll be okay. Here we are. This is a tuk-tuk. So this was 5,300, I believe. I'll put it on the screen. This is just to get me to the boating place. See what there is there as well. I think there's a night market, but obviously it's not really night time, so we'll have to come back to that. Right now, just making a turn. So here we go with tonight's dinner. We have stir-fried eels. I'm going to be trying eel for the first time ever. Have absolutely no clue what it's going to taste like or if I'm even going to like it. I'm noticing some chilies or peppers in there. Not good. I don't like spice, but we'll give it a go. Steamed rice, of course. A local beer. They are living in the future with these lids. So I literally peeled off like the lid. I just peeled that off and the whole thing came off. So pretty cool. And for some reason they've given me a mug of water with the cutlery in, which is hot, like it's quite hot. I don't know why, maybe it's just to get sauce and stuff off the cutlery, I don't know. But yeah, pretty cool. Price is on the screen as to what I paid for this. But yeah, let's dig in. Cheap dinner tonight. And next is go back to the hostel and probably get some drinks with some other tourists. So yeah, pretty cool. Okay, finished dinner, and I'll be honest, that wasn't a great meal at all. The rice that I got, steamed rice or something, very cold and quite hard, but you know, it was fine. The eel as well, very like, maybe I had bad eel, I don't know, but lots of bones throughout the bits that I had. Wasn't that nice to just eat it, and it was so spicy. The whole meal was so spicy. I'm not great with spice, kind of my fault for not saying, please can I have no spice, but in all fairness, I went to a dodgy place, didn't really speak much English, that is on me, but that's part of the fun, right? So yeah, wasn't a great meal. I'd like to try eel again when it's less spicy and maybe get some nice rice. So yeah, that wasn't a great dinner. I might go grab some food quickly so I can actually say that I've had a nice dinner, because it wasn't great. But for the price on the screen, yeah, pretty cheap. Can't really complain too much, and that's dinner sorted. So back to the hostel and continue with the night. I'm not actually going to record any more footage, but thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. Really enjoying Cambodia so far, loving exploring a different country and seeing how it works. Let me know what you think I should do next. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't already, please leave a like, subscribe, we're getting closer to 100 subscribers, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. If not, I will see you in another video very, very soon.